Hello everyone, welcome back to the Study with Git. Today we are going to learn about the separation of substance from the class 6th. In that, first we have to understand what is a substance. So substances are nothing but that anything that has a mass and occupies a space is called a substance. So for example, water, sand, salt, rice, these are all are the substance. So let's understand what is separation of substance. Separation of substance means separating useful component from unwanted or harmful component present in a mixture. For example, before cooking, we remove stones from it. This process is called as a separation. Why do we need separation? We separate substance for many reasons, like to remove impurities, to get useful substances, to make a food safe to eat, and to separate different materials for use. So now methods of separation. Very important as yeah, according to the exam point of view. All the methods whatever presents in the separations that all are very important. So be carefully read this and learn and understand. So first one is hand picking. Hand picking is the simplest method of separation. When we will use this method, it is used when unwanted particles are big and can be seen easily. For example, removing stones from the rice or pulses. So we are able to easily separate them by removing with our hand. Second one is threshing. Threshing is used to separate grains from the stalks. Farmers do threshings by beating the plants or using the machine. This helps to get grains like wheat and rice. Third one is winnowing. Winnowing is done using wind. The lighter husk is blown away by air. The heavier grains fall down. This method is commonly used by the farmers. Fourth one is sieving. Sieving is used when particles are of different sizes. The smaller particles pass through the sieve, the bigger particles remain on the sieve. For example, separating flour from the bran. Fifth one is sedimentation and decantation. Sedimentation and decantation, when sand is mixed with the water, the heavy sand settle at the bottom. This is called as sedimentation. Pouring the clear water carefully is called as a decantation. So, sixth one is filtration. Filtration is used to separate insoluble solids from liquid. For example, separating tea leaves from the tea using a filter. Now let's see this video to
The
understand the
filter paper
filtration.
catches the sand and dirt, but the water go right through. The filter paper catches the sand and dirt, but the water.
Now seventh one is evaporation. Now let us learn about the evaporation. Evaporation is used to get a solid from a liquid. For example, salt is obtained from the seawater by the evaporation process. In this process, the mixture of the salt and water is taken in an evaporating dish. When the dish is heated, water changes into the water vapor and escapes into the air. The solid salt is left behind in the dish. Next one is condensation. Now let us understand condensation. Condensation is the change of gas into the liquid. When water vapor comes in contact with a cold surface, it changes back into liquid water. Condensation is used along with the evaporation. Evaporation removes the liquid and condensation helps us collect the vapor back as a liquid. Thus, evaporation and condensation together help in the separation of the substance. Now let's us understand the solution. A solution is a type of mixture in which one substance dissolves in another. For example, when salt is added to the water, the salt dissolves completely in water. Here, salt is the solute and water is the solvent. After dissolving, we cannot see the separately, but it is still present in the water. This mixture of the salt and water is called a solution. Now let us revise what we learned today. Separation of the substance help us remove unwanted material from useful substances. We learn that different methods are used to separate different types of mixture. Then we learn about the separation of substance is very important and help us in our daily life, such as cleaning food grains, getting salt from the seawater, and purifying the water. With this, we come to the end of this chapter. Thank you for watching. Keep learning and stay curious. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you understood the topics of separation of the substance. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Your support motivates us to bring more easy and interesting science learning lessons. See you in the next class. Thank you. Bye bye.